Port de Sóller is a charming little town on the northwest coast of Mallorca. The town sits in a natural bay surrounded by the Tramontana mountain range. Clear turquoise waters surrounded by high mountains make Port de Sóller one of the most picturesque towns in Mallorca. The waterfront here in Port de Sóller is pedestrianised, and these days the only real traffic that moves along it is the tram from neighbouring Sóller. Like many towns in Mallorca, the port and town of Sóller are separated by a couple of kilometres, a reminder of the time when the island was frequently attacked by invading pirates. To celebrate their victory over the invading Moors, these days the people of Sóller have a festival. And at the beginning of May, if you get a chance, it's well worth making a trip down here, as it's one of the highlights of the year here in Port de Sóller. These days the beachfront is much quieter and the perfect place for a stroll, a drink and maybe even an ice cream. Sóller is famous for its oranges, and if you make a trip down to Port de Sóller you should definitely come and try some of the freshly made orange juice here at Feta Sóller. Here you can also pick up local produce like jam and oil, as well as the best ice cream in Mallorca. There are plenty of good restaurants in Port de Sóller if you want more than a snack. At the far end of the bay is Esfaro. Here you can enjoy fresh fish and one of the best views in Mallorca. Down on the waterfront we like Randamar. It's cool and contemporary and offers lunch and dinner as well as a bar for drinks in the evening. This is Playa del Repic, the smaller but arguably nicer of the two beaches in Port Sóller. Along with Estraves, these two beaches make up the largest stretch of sand on the northwest coast. The sand here is actually imported from elsewhere on the island to make the beaches just as good as they can be. For those looking for a more active holiday, Port de Sóller is the ideal place to base yourself. Here you're in the very heart of the Tramontana mountain range, and with companies like Tramontana Tours you can get out and explore this amazing area either on wheels, on foot or at the end of a rope. The roads that surround Port de Sóller are perfect for cyclists. The Tramontana offers some pretty intense hill climbs with some beautiful views. If you'd rather set out on foot, hikers can explore the surrounding landscape like the incredible Torrent de Paris, or go rock climbing. Whether you've been scrambling over boulders and cycling through mountain passes or just enjoying long lunches and lazy days on the beach, you're going to need somewhere to rest up. Luckily, Port de Sóller has some excellent hotels. This is Esport, and it's one of our favourites, a charming 3-star hotel with pool, spa and a wonderfully rustic feel to it. There are lots of other hotels in Port de Sóller, including the recently completed Jumeirah, which sits on the top of the northern end of the bay and is one of the most luxurious hotels in Europe. Port de Sóller is a charming town. The scenery is stunning and the harbour and tram give it a quaint seaside feel. But this place has a lot more to offer than just coastal kitsch. Great restaurants and excellent hotels and access to some of the best terrain on the island for outdoor enthusiasts makes Port de Sóller an almost perfect destination for those who want to get away from it all, either by disappearing into the mountains or just relaxing by the water.